Good morning. So today I wanted to do a beginner's shave. Something that I went to YouTube, when I first got into wet shaving, and I watched shaving videos, and I just watched, I didn't know what I was doing. I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know what I was doing. So I went through and I watched what other people are doing. And I've come up with a shave that I feel would be great for someone just getting into wet shaving. You're curious about it, go spend a little bit of money, get a few things, and you'll have what you need to have a good wet shave. And I'm going to share with you what I feel that would be and have a shave. So Proraso, they make a set. This is Proraso White. In Proraso White, it'll come with this is a Preshave. This is your shaving cream or shaving soap. It comes in a tube. And then you have a balm after. All three, they come together in one kit. I'd recommend that. Proraso White is better for, it's less irritating to people's skin. So if you're going to do a shave and you want, the most possible comfort, like you don't know if you're going to be, something's going to irritate your skin or flare you up, this is going to have the least amount of that. And that's why they came up with it. And as far as the rest of the software goes, witch hazel. So whether you do, I'm going to use Thayers or just any witch hazel. You can get this at Walgreens. This is where I got this one. You can get it at Target. You can get this at Target. I recommend that for the end. And as far as hardware goes, for a brush, you don't need a $400 Badger brush to get into it. I've never used a $400 Badger brush. I don't know what they're all about. But it's made by Vikings blade, and it's just a wooden handled synthetic brush. Cheap, easy. It works. And I've had it for a while. It's one of the first brushes I got. And I like it. So as far as razors go, there's two razors that I feel out of my collection, out of what I have, that kind of they tie for, I wish I had bought these first. And the first razor is going to be, this is a Rockwell. I bought the 6C, which gives you, if you look at it after, but you got plates on the bottom, and it comes with 3 plates. Each plate has 2 sides. So, but this one, I'm going to consider it the 2C, because if you buy the 2C, it comes with this plate, which is the 3 and the 3 and the 1. So a 3 is a very, it's middle of the board aggression, and a 1 is as low as it goes. Like if you put a one on there, you literally can't cut yourself. But I think it's a little bit too light. So there's that one. I got that loaded up with an Astra blade. And then the second razor that I would say, man, I wish I bought that, first. It would be this is the Leaf Twig. It's a single edge, one piece razor. It opens up and closes, and you put half of a double edge blade in there. And these guys did a great job. They came up with a razor that's, I like it. So out of these two razors, I think they're both great, but one of them is going to be the better price point. The Rockwell 6C, 2C is it's a much better value, but they're both great. So without further ado, I'm gonna start my shave. So I'm gonna wet my brush. I got my sink full of lukewarm water. It's not hot, it's not cold. So I wet my brush and just let the water run out of it. Maybe wring it out a little bit. Get the, you don't want too much water in it. And this This stuff, you put it on like toothpaste, right? Boom. I'm going to put that much on my brush. I'm going to set that down. So I'm going to put this away because we're not going to need this anymore. Then, it's going to get my face extra wet. It's been a little bit since I got out of the shower. That's another thing is, if you first get into the wet shaving, do it after a good shower because it's going to soften up your hair. So I'm going to grab the Preshave out of the glass jar, and I'm going to grab about that much. And I'm just going to rub that in. Full coverage, everywhere that you want to shave, you know, all the hair that you're going to want gone. Rub this over it. It's super slippery. And that's what you want. You want glide. You want that blade to glide over your skin but cut your hair. So, there's that. So you got that done. Now you got this set up. You want to just mush this into your face. Don't get it in your eye. Mush it in. And you'll see it builds a lather fairly quickly. So there are options out there, and I really considered it for this video for not using a brush. And I'm just going to throw one of those in there real quick. Cremo. They sell this at Target. They sell it at Walmart. You don't need a brush. You just rub it on your face and shave it off. But I really recommend if you really want the experience, this is the best part. You know, you brush that silky smooth lather on your face. It's just comfortable. It's nice. And the brush will help get that hair fully covered in shave soap. Fully covered in lather. It'll stand it up better. And it'll take the dead skin off your face. You know, make it into a little exfoliating as well. So if you want to add to a certain degree, you want to add lather, you just add water to your face. And scuff it around and you'll feel it build up. So one bit of advice that I could give, that I wish that I was given, and I was given it, it took me a while to find it in the video though. Leave this lather on your face. Don't whip it on really quick and then go to shave it off, because what this soap is doing is it's holding water on your face, which is holding water on your hair, which is preparing your hair to be cut a little bit better than not. So if you can have this on your face for like 2 minutes, you know, from the start to when you shave, or more. I mean, I think 2 minutes is enough, but if you want a little longer, that's not a terrible thing, especially if you come out of a hot shower. So, all right, I think I'm about ready to shave. I got this, got the pre-shave on. I got the soap on my face, and I'm gonna start with the Rockwell. And I think this is a great razor, great for beginners. You know, I use it all the time still. I really like it. It's got a good feel to it. And it just works. And this is the 3-plate, and you know, it's taking whiskers off. Some people, you know, I'm not naming any names on YouTube, but some people say, oh, you got to use the 6-plate. Nothing but the 6-plate. It's like, yeah, it's a little too much blade exposure for the average person. I don't want everybody to watch that and think, man, I just need to run the 6-plate, because I feel that's a little much. You know, that's why I would go with the 6C, so you got different options. The Rockwell is a very, very comfortable shave. It's a good system. It's well made. I'll have it for a while. Anybody who buys one, it'll last a while. All right, and shaving, you want to go with the grain. You know, with the direction that your hair is going in. So that's the Rockwell side. Now I'm going to pick up the leaf twig. I'm going to do the other side of my face. And this thing's great too. It clears out really good. You know, it's a solid choice if you're looking for like your first razor. You really can't go wrong with either of these, but I'm not really doing a comparison video. I'm just doing a video to show, you know, a beginner video. All right, so if you noticed, I didn't rinse this once because it does not clog very easily. So all that lather went through there, and I mean you can clear your razor. You don't have to not clear your razor, but you know that's that. So there it is. There's a shave. I'm going to do a cold water rinse. I recommend that also for a first time shaver. Cold water definitely helps seal the pores up. Alright, I'm gonna run off screen, grab my towel real quick, watch, dry my face. Alright, I'll dry it up. So, that's it. One pass with the grain. Start that way. You know, don't watch these folks that are doing 3, 4, 5 pass shaves and think, man, I got to do that. I got to get that absolute smooth face. You know, that'll come with time. And you really, some people do 3 passes a day, every day. And that's just, to me, that's a lot too much. And I don't want people to think that that's what you have to do. Do 1 pass. Look, it's a good shave. You know, there's no hair in my face anymore. I mean, there's very little bits, and you know, both those razors are about equal. They do a great job. So, you know, now this part of the routine, witch hazel. Throw some witch hazel on. Like I'm going to use Thayers. You can use Walmart brand, whatever. It's good stuff. It's good for your skin. It's just good for you. Rub that in, and you know, it'll dry off real quick, and then I'm gonna throw the Proraso white balm on. So this Proraso white, what's it smell like? You know, it's a very clean scent, and I think the profile is like oatmeal and tea tree, something like that. really nice. It's clean, it's fresh. Yeah, and there it is, a beginner shave. Hopefully that helps somebody. If it does, leave a comment. If you guys got any questions, you want, more of my insight, I'm only human, but I'm willing to try. Like I said, I've been wanting to do videos, and the reason why I've been wanting to do videos is to help people, and this would have been really nice to me to see back when I started. So hopefully it helps you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next shave.